to enlighten, to inspire, and to unite the world as one within. We are collective.
So I used to go down here.
Yo, so this used to be the spot, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it a whole stack. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100s. Like, anybody who grew up here, anybody, who used to come here, bro, for a fact, bro, like, this is not a place that, swarms with inspiration. This is not a place that, people is putting on for every day. I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. This was a big part of really what fueled the movement, what fueled Collective, bro, because, I would come here, bro. Like, I would come here, like, all growing up from when I was, like, in 5th grade all the way till I was a junior, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, bro, like, it was cool while it lasted, like, I made a bunch of friends, bro. We got a bunch of amazing people around here.
Right.
But you gotta understand at the same time, bro, is, the people who came before us, you know what I mean? It's a lack of, there's a lot of lack of education. There's a lack of support in the community. You know what I mean? Things like that. And
what was the culture like around here?
Like, it was mixed. I put it like that, down there, you got the suburbs. Then, you drive 8 minutes that way, you got, 8-9 minutes that way. You got PK, you got the project. So it's definitely a mixed area. I will say, the people that used to pop out here, we had people down from the city, from the boroughs, from BK, from the Bronx, from PK, Newburgh, everybody. It was kind of like the spot. It was like the center. Like, you would have, people from all different neighborhoods, all different cultures pop out. So it was like a mix. You had all different influences, playing all different kinds of music. Everyone would just, post up, in their whip and shit. And it would just be a vibe. Everyone would smoke, chill, and just,
There beef in the area?
Like, I mean, yeah, you got that everywhere you go, but it's not really something to give your energy to. That's some more shit. I just, growing up, I did my best to, stay out of shit like that because, I understand, where attention goes, energy flows, you know what I mean? You gotta protect your energy, you gotta protect your peace, So.
What about the culture here inspired you?
What about the culture here inspired me? Shit, that's a good question. I won't lie, it's definitely a mix of things, not just here, school, people I met, situations I dealt with, you know what I mean? And of course, just not to sound cliche, but, typical people, telling me, oh, that's not realistic, that's not gonna work, kind of laughing because they didn't see the work I was putting in at the time. So, I can't blame them. How could I judge, right? Because, coming from where they come from, you don't really see somebody every day, going out, starting their own business, starting their own wave, and really, pushing through with that, and pulling through. You know what I mean? So I can't blame people. You know what I mean? But actions speak louder than words. Collective's collective. It's the movement. It's what we're doing.
Anyone around here help you?
So in the beginning, I'll put it like this. The way it started was that we'd be in the whip. I have me, my brother, my boys in the whip, and it would just kind of be like someone throwing a beat. We smoking a little bit. We start freestyling. You know what I mean? And we'd all just turn up and shit, and it was a vibe at first. But once I realized that I really had something, I really had some talent. I realized like, yo, this shit could really change people's lives. I decided like, yo, I need to get a studio. I need to get a mic. I need to really start taking this shit serious. So at the time, I had a couple people around me who, fucked with me, and they saw that yo, my boy can rap. But I will be honest, to an extent, there really wasn't many people that was really, willing to pull through like that when it came time to really, putting in the work, hitting the studio, spending the time. Like, yo, it's a lot of things are easier said than done. A lot of things are easier, like, just to be like, oh, we can do this. Yo, you got potential. Like, yo, this can be a big thing. But then when it, comes time to, pull through, it's kind of like, it's a whole nother situation. So,
What did you decide to jump full force?
What did I decide to jump full force, man? I think around. So I started learning how to mix. I started learning how to use, FL Studio. I started learning about DAWs. I was using Logic Pro at first. It wasn't working out, so I went over to FL Studio. I started learning how to mix, master, really, throw my shit together. Late 2020. Though I have been, I've always had like an inner connection, to music. Ever since like a little kid and shit, I always used to, songs would come on, I just start going with it, you know what I mean? But really putting my own shit together, I really started, mixing around end of 2020, and by, I would say, February of 2021, I had dropped my first single, LMA, on all platforms, and that was the start. That was the
Took off
takeoff.
from there.
That was the start. That was the green light. That was like, this is what we doing.
Do people continue to show support in your area?
Like, I'll get a little bit here and there, but I won't lie. And this is, and if anybody's watching this, or you're an artist, or you love to do something, you have a brand, you know, you're an entrepreneur, you got something you love to do, hear me out when I say this. You might have a couple people around you. If you do, that supports you, you're lucky, bro. You're in a good position, bro. Because me, and a lot of other people, we growing up, we don't really have people around us that see us like other people do. I'm telling you, where the money is, bro, where, you know, where the success happens, go out of your hometown. You know what I mean? Really put yourself out there. You know what I mean? Put your stuff on all platforms. Do whatever you can to try to broadcast yourself to a wider audience, you know, to a more broad audience, bro. Because you gotta understand, a lot of people, you know, the people you grow up with, the people who are in your area, you know, they're used to seeing you. They're used to seeing, you know, just your character. They're not used to seeing you go out and, you know, do your own stuff. So they might have their own point of view. They might have their own perspective on you. You know, they might judge you, whatever. But you know, you gotta be able to break out of that if you really want to make something happen. You know, you can't let them put you in that box. You know what I mean? Because they're not you at the end of the day.
Right. What was one of your biggest successes so far?
One of my biggest successes? Shit, I mean, I don't like to talk about it too much, but yeah, so one of my biggest successes, I mean, so the people who saw, we put, I got, shout out Matty Kebs. Shout out Matty Kebs. I'm blessed, man, I'm blessed for real. Matty Kebs pulled through and he had put me up on a big billboard in Times Square, middle of New York City. It was a beautiful opportunity, bro. I got to go down, I got to see myself on the billboard. You know, we had paparazzi posted up. It was a vibe, bro. It was a vibe. Yeah, we getting our stuff done, you know, slowly but surely. You know, we taking baby steps. You know, we building leverage. You know what I mean? We taking the proper steps to make sure that this, you know, everything's manifesting as envisioned. But you know, we just keep going, and sure enough, you know, everything's gonna plan out. Everything's going.
So what's your goal from now on? Are you trying to put your city on the map, or are you trying to?
Oh yeah, bro. That's the goal. That's in my heart, bro, in my soul. That's the goal. I mean, a lot of people don't even know what we're doing at the moment. I've been at this shit for a few years, but they're gonna see. If you watching this, you're gonna see, bro. You're gonna see.
Get the changes some motivation to do better. I'm tired of seeing y'all niggas die over hate. Real shit. We keep this shit up, we ain't gon' have too many long. We ain't beat all the fallen soldiers. Run it up, give it off my city. Run it up, going off my city. Run it up, give it off my city. Run it up, give it off. Run it up, give it off for my city. Feel like duck up in my palm, bitch, I put it on for my city. Ain't no love with many streets, no you can't trust us on my city. Standing tall up on the line, living down on my city. Wanna get down, man, down on my city. The diamonds, my neck, only thing they get pretty. You know that we popping up a little confetti. Now when I pop out of the bitch, scream jetty. I'm taking all my exes for my lessons, y'all gon' feel this heavy.